Hello and welcome, Brett here with clickmill.co. In this video, we are going to be talking about a mental model for filtering decisions and opportunities, whether they're going to be fruitful or not for your life, for your family, for your ministry, for your Christian business. And the number one and most important filter that you can apply to your decisions, this is a model, is vision. Now I'm going to show on the screen just what this is so you can recall to mind. And I would recommend, if you haven't watched our course on ministry strategy, our course on ministry strategy, definitely go through that. And that is going to tell you how to have a strategy, a godly, biblical strategy for your life, for your ministry, for your Christian business, for your relationships. Where does God have you going? Where is the milk and honey, the promised land that he's calling you to go to, and he's calling you to take other people to? When I'm filming these videos and when I'm doing these, I'm not doing it for kicks. I'm doing it because I believe God is calling you to come to a promised land with me. And so it is strategic in nature. And what is the crux of strategy is the destination. It's the mountaintop. It's the place that's really hard to get to, but is worth fighting for. And that's the vision. God calls Moses and he says, go and take my people out of the promised land, or out of Egypt. And what's going to happen? You're going to face tons and tons of perils and you'll probably die, but you won't, and it'll totally be worth it. That's the basic gist here. And so vision is the filtering mechanism we're talking about here. Where is it that you can be certain of that God is taking you? Because what we want to do is we want to stay on track with the vision. In the stories in the Bible, with Moses, when they get off point from the vision, that is when bad things happen. So in your own life, we filter, and in your ministry, we filter things with the vision. You have 20 programs in your church, and you're not sure which ones to keep if you're trying to get your church into a place where you're financially stable and you're not wasting a lot of resources. The first thing is, what is in line with the vision? If it's not in line with the vision, it has to be brought in line with the vision, or it has to be cut. In the case with, we'll say missions, if God is calling me personally, and I just have this burden for Zambia. I always use Zambia as an example. I have a friend who runs a ministry in Zambia. And I have a burden for Zambia, but and I just know that's where God's taking me for whatever spiritual reason. Zambia is the vision. That's where God's calling me to. That's what everything seems to be leading to. And then all of a sudden, someone comes up to me and says, "Hey, we've got this spot for you in the Philippines. We need you to go right now. We're going to pay for everything." Well, you need to assess God's will there, because if God was clear that Zambia is the location, this may be a good opportunity, but we don't want a good opportunity. We want the biblical right opportunity. And in ministry and in your life, there are good opportunities and there are right opportunities. And we want to filter it down to the smallest possible, what do you want to say? Not the smallest, the most fruitful possible opportunity. And so in a situation like that, we really have to say, God, do you want me to go to the Philippines? Because my understanding was you wanted me in Zambia. And I want to be true. I want to follow the direction that you gave to me, and I want to be true. Now, if you're telling me to switch it up and go to the Philippines, I'm going to the Philippines. We don't want to take opportunities that are out of line with the vision. And this is something that I deal with here all the time at ClickMill. We get clients that come in that are secular clients, and they will offer a lot of money to have work done. And that's great. And at the same time, it takes the focus away from helping ministry leaders reach more people more effectively. So am I going to take a client that is not in line with the vision? And the vast majority of times, it's just not, no, it's no. Now, there are exceptions to when we might do the vision, but that is the biggest filtering mechanism right there. And so when we become high performance Christians, and this is something my mentor really hammered in, and I really love it. And, if you haven't heard anything about my mentor, he is a really godly, God-honoring man, great family. It's got like 7 kids, and he runs a multi-million-dollar marketing firm. And one of the things that he said is when you get to a certain point, and I am quickly understanding this, when you get to a certain point, there is no space left to do more things. Anytime you take a thing, you have to drop a thing. And this is decision fatigue. This is exhausting. I've been making decisions recently on selling a business. And you're talking about cutting something that's worth tens and tens of thousands of dollars. Is it worth it to lose that thing? That is a hard decision. Well, is it in line with the vision? This is a very simple way to cut out a lot of that decision-making process. If it's in line with the vision, you probably keep it. If it's not in line with the vision, you're probably going to lose it. And that's fine. But this helps to eliminate a lot of this hard decision-making process. Is it in line with the vision? Where there is no vision, the people perish. And every time you make a decision that is not in line with the vision, people realize there really isn't a vision. And this is the case with many, many ministries. Oh, we're a missions church. Again, just following that theme. Well, hold on a minute. We're a missions church. We say that all the time, but we haven't gone on a mission in 5 years. And also we've got homeless ministries and local food soup kitchen ministries and surfing ministry. We do all of this stuff. We do tons of things with 50 ministries, but we don't do missions. You're saying we're a missions ministry. That's the vision, but I don't believe you. And then we wonder why we have silo ministries and all of this other stuff, because there isn't actually a vision. If we say we have a vision and then we don't actually back it up, we don't have a vision. And where there is no vision, the people perish. That is, I don't know what verse that is in the Bible. You're welcome to look that up. We have to act on the vision or it's not a real vision. So when we have 100 opportunities, you look for the 1 or 2 or 3 that fit in line with the vision, and you go with those, and everything else is cut. And this is how people who have a tremendous amount of fruit do this. They do not make more decisions and add more things. They select, of the many opportunities and many decisions, they select the very few that fall in line with a vision. And every single decision they make moves them closer to the vision. So this is something we're thinking about. This is called the vision mental decision-making model. It's a mental model. If you align everything with the vision, you're only going to have growth toward a vision. And your resources will all be aligned to the vision God called you to. And that is good stewardship. That is God-honoring patience. You have to be patient, because if you've got to wait for 99 opportunities to pass by to get the one that falls in line with the vision, you've got to be patient. And that takes faith. So this is a very biblical decision-making model. And that summarizes vision. Please, again, go back and watch those strategy courses if you haven't already. And this whole thing gets flushed out. This is a very light preview of this vision decision-making model. So with that, I look forward to seeing you in the next video. God bless.